Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the topic probability. In this topic we will discuss some basic definitions, some formulas and some problems related to that. So let us start the class. So first we can go through the definition part. So the definition of probability is the measure of uncertainty. What is the meaning of uncertainty? Here few examples are given there, so just go through it. The first example it is given, it may rain today, and second example it is given, probably Rajesh will top his class, and few more examples are also given there. Here we can see some words like in that first sentence one word is there may, and second sentence probably, and third one doubt. So these are the words which represents uncertainty. So how to count this uncertainty, and for that purpose they are find out probability. So that's why the definition is like this: probability is the measure of uncertainty. And after that some basic definitions are there, so we can go through that also. So first thing it is experiment. What is the meaning of experiment? The meaning of experiment is same as what it means. Normally we are using experiment in the case of some chemical experiments are there. Otherwise simply experiment means that is experiment. And after that random experiment. What is the difference between experiment and random experiment? The definition of random experiment is an experiment is called random if it has more than one possible outcome and it is not possible to tell or predict the exact outcome in advance. That is an experiment which must have two or more possible outcomes and it is not possible to predict the exact outcome, that is in advance. So let us consider one example. When we toss a coin, then two possible outcomes are there. When we toss a coin, then the possible outcomes are head or tail. That is more than one outcome, that is two or more outcomes. That is the definition. So here when we toss a coin, then it is not possible to say the exact outcome. Either it should be a head or it should be a tail. Only that is the thing we can say. Otherwise when we throw a dice, 6 possible outcomes are there. It should be 1 2 3 4 5 6, but we cannot predict the exact one. So these kind of experiments are known as random experiments. And after that, next definition is, that is sample space. What is the meaning of sample space? Here it is given like this: a collection of all possible outcomes of an experiment is called a sample space. That is the collection of all possible outcomes of an experiment, it is known as sample space. For example, when we toss a coin, then what are the possible outcomes? That is head or tail. So we can write the sample space of that experiment as head or tail. And when we consider tossing a die, then total 6 possible outcomes are there. It can be 1 2 3 4 5 or 6. So there we can see 6 possible outcomes, the collection of those 6 possible outcomes, it is known as sample space. And next definition, that is event. What is the meaning of event? It is given like this: a subset of the, and the next definition is, that is event. The definition of event is a subset of a subset of the sample space associated with a random experiment is called an event. Suppose if you are considering throwing a die, then we can consider the possibility of getting an even number. what will be the possibility of getting an even number? When we throw a die, then total 6 possible outcomes are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6, in which 2 4 6 are the outcomes which is favorable to the event. What was the event? The event was getting an even number. So getting an even number, if you are considering that as an event, then we can consider the outcomes as 2 4 6. Suppose if the event is getting a prime number, then we can consider it as 2 3 5. Otherwise, getting an odd number, then it should be 1 3 5. Next one, that is occurrence of an event. When the outcome of a random experiment satisfies the condition mentioned in the event, then we can say the event has occurred. Suppose when we are considering throwing a die, and after that the event we are considering as getting an even number, and when we throw the die, and after throwing the die, if you are getting the outcome as 2, then we can say that the event has occurred because our event was getting an even number. Otherwise, if you are getting 4, then also 4 or 6, then we can say that the event has occurred. And the next thing, that is favorable outcomes. Its definition is the outcomes which ensure the occurrence of an event are called favorable outcomes to that event. We are considering the same example. When we are throwing a die, then if the event is getting an odd number, then which are the outcomes favorable to the event? Our event is getting an odd number. So the possible outcomes are 1 3 or 5. So the favorable outcome we can consider as 1 3 5. Otherwise, if you are considering the event as getting an even number, then we can consider the favorable outcomes as 2 4 6. Or if you are considering if you are considering the event as getting a prime number, then we can consider favorable outcome as 2 3 5. And next thing, it is equally likely outcomes. What is the meaning of equally likely outcomes? The definition is like this: if there is no reason for any one outcome to occur in preference to any other outcome, we say that the outcomes are equally likely. That means there is no speciality for any outcome. That is equal chance for all the outcomes has equal chance. There is no outcome which has more possibility to get. Suppose when we are considering throwing a die, for getting 1 or for getting 2, like that, for getting 6 also equal possibility is there. That is total 6 outcomes are there for getting, that is 6 possible outcomes are there, and for getting 1 we can consider 1 by 6 possibilities there. For getting 2 also 1 by 6 possibilities there. Like that, for getting 6 also 1 by 6 possibility is there. So such outcomes are known as equally likely outcomes. So can we consider all the experiments have equally likely outcomes? No, we cannot consider all the outcomes as equally likely in all experiments. Suppose we consider there is a basket in which 5 red balls and one blue ball. Then what happens? Suppose someone is asked to take a ball from the basket. Then the possibility of getting red ball is greater than the possibility of getting a blue ball, because 5 red balls are there, only 1 blue ball is there. So we can see the experiments in which the outcomes are not equally likely. And the next thing, there is definition of probability. probability of an event E we can write as P of phi, and the definition is like this: probability of getting an event E is equal to number of outcomes favorable to E divided by total number of outcomes. If we consider one example, the same example we can consider, that is throwing a die, in which if you are considering the event as the possibility of getting an even number, then how many possible outcomes are there? 3 possible outcomes are there. It can be 2, or it can be 4, or 6. That is 3 possible outcomes are there. Then what will be the total number of outcomes? That should be 6, because when we throw a die, then total 6 possible outcomes are there. It can be 1, 2, 3 up to 6. So how to write that probability? So we can write that as probability of getting an even number, and that is equal to total, we can see 3 favorable outcomes are there, and total number of outcomes, that is 6, so it should be 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. Like that we can find out the probability of different events. So we can say that the probability, that should be the value of any probability, or the value of probability of getting any event, that should be in between 0 and 1. And next thing, we can consider some special type of events. So first thing, that is sure event. What is the meaning of sure event? Here the definition is like this: an event which always happens is called a sure event. That is, always we can see, that is when we consider an event, the possibility of getting an outcome, that should be 1. Suppose if we are considering one example like this: when we throw a die, then if the event is getting a number which is less than 7, then if the experiment ends with 1, then also it satisfy the condition. If the outcome is 2, then also we can say that the event has occurred. Like that, if you are getting 6, then also we can say that the event has occurred. That means the favorable, how many favorable outcomes are there in that case? Total 6 outcomes are there. That means all the outcomes are favorable to the event, and that divided by total number of possible outcomes, that should be, that is also 6. So 6 by 6 we are getting the possibility of getting a sure event, that is equal to 1. And next thing, it is impossible event. Impossible event, with an example we can see that. Before that, the definition is given like this: an event which never happens is called an impossible event. So when we consider the example, the same example we'll consider throwing a die. Then if the event is getting a number which is greater than 7, so can you see any outcome which is greater than 7 if you throw a die? It is not possible, so we cannot get such an outcome. So we can say that it is an impossible event. And next thing, it is elementary event. The definition is: an event which has only one outcome from the sample space is called an elementary event. If we consider the same example, if the event is getting a number which is less than 2, then what is the possibility of getting a number which is less than 2? There is one possibility, only one possibility is there, that is 1. So only one favorable outcome is there, so we can say that we can consider that event as elementary event, because only one possible outcome is there. Otherwise only one favorable outcome is there. And next one, that is compound event. That is, the definition is an event which has more than one favorable outcomes from the sample space is called a compound event. That is, if the event has more than one possible outcomes, then we can consider it as a compound event. And next thing, it is complementary event. What is the meaning of complementary event? That is, if you are considering an event E, then its complement should be not E. Suppose if you are considering the example getting an even number, then what should be its complement? Getting an even number, that should be 2, 4, 6, 3 possible outcomes we will get, and all other than these 3 outcomes, that is 1, 3, 5, we can consider as its complement. That is other than E, otherwise not E. It is known as complementary event.